Think about the last time you actually navigated a website. I mean, truly clicked through a services tab, scrolled past a meet the team section, and looked at a pricing table. For most of us, that experience is becoming as vintage as a dial up modem. Welcome back to Marketing with AI by Rohit Shetty. I'm your host, Rohit Shetty, and today we are talking about the ghost in the machine. Specifically, the fact that the interface is disappearing. We've spent 30 years obsessing over user experience, making buttons bigger, colors brighter, and menus hamburgerier. But in 2026, the best UX isn't a beautiful screen. The best UX is no UX at all. We are entering the era of invisible UX. It's the marketing world's biggest nightmare and its greatest opportunity. What happens when your customers stop visiting your website because their AI assistant, their Gemini, their Apple Intelligence, their own Mini is doing the visiting for them? Today, we are breaking down. 1. Why zero click search isn't just a trend, it's the new law of the land. 2. How agentic commerce is turning AI assistants into the world's most powerful gatekeepers. 3. And how you, as a marketer or business owner, can survive in a world where your brand is a data point rather than a destination. Let's get into it. Let's start with a reality check. If you're still measuring sessions or page views as your primary KPI, you're essentially measuring how many people are still using a flip phone in a 6G world. According to the latest 2026 data from SimilarWeb, over 80% of all Google searches now end without a single click. Let that sink in. For every 1,000 people looking for a product or an answer, only about 200 actually land on a website. Why? Because of AI overviews, AIO. When Google's AI summarizes your entire blog post into a neat 3-sentence paragraph at the top of the screen, the user has no reason to click read more. And it's not just Google. Apple Intelligence is now the primary layer on over a billion devices. When you ask your iPhone, hey, find me a sustainable coffee brand that delivers to my zip code, it doesn't give you a list of links. It gives you an answer. It might even offer to buy now using your stored Apple Pay credentials without you ever seeing the brand's actual homepage. We've moved from SEO, search engine optimization, to AEO, answer engine optimization. It's a bit of a slap in the face, isn't it? You spent $50,000 on that sleek, minimalist web design, and now your primary customer is a large language model that doesn't care about your custom fonts or your high-res hero images. It just wants your raw data. This brings us to the rise of the AI concierge. In the old days, like 2023, a customer's journey was a funnel. They saw an ad, went to a landing page, read some copy, and eventually bought. In 2026, the funnel has been replaced by the living cycle. Your customer has an agent, an AI assistant that lives in their earbuds, their glasses, or their phone. These agents are becoming proactive. We are seeing the mainstreaming of agentic AI. This isn't just a chatbot you talk to, it's an agent that acts. For example, Gemini's latest auto purchase feature allows users to set intent rules. You can tell your AI, whenever my favorite skincare brand has a 20% sale, buy a refill. The AI is now the shopper. It's the one doing the research. It's the one comparing prices. So, how do you market to a machine? You don't do it with catchy slogans. You do it with structured data. 1. Schema markup is no longer nice to have. It's your brand's lifeblood. 2. API speed is the new curb appeal. If your backend is slow and an AI agent can't pull your inventory in milliseconds, it will move on to your competitor who has a faster API. The interface hasn't just disappeared, it's been delegated. Your website is no longer the front door. It's the filing cabinet that the AI reaches into to get what it needs. Moving on to ambient marketing, the post-screen world. If the screen is disappearing, where is the marketing happening? It's happening in the ambient layer. Ambient marketing is the art of being present without being intrusive. It's the post-screen era. Imagine you're walking through a grocery store. You're wearing your AR glasses, maybe the latest Ray-Ban Meta or the Apple Vision Airs. As you look at the shelf, your AI assistant whispers in your ear, "Hey, that cereal you're looking at has 12 grams of sugar. The brand next to it has 2 grams and is currently on sale for you." That's a marketing touchpoint. But there was no ad, there was no click. Industry reports for 2026 show that 40% of all video advertisements are now AI generated and hyper personalized in real time. We're talking about modular creative. Brands aren't making one 30-second commercial anymore. They're creating one, zero content ingredients, mini clips, voice snippets, and product shots. And AI then stitches these together on the fly to match your specific mood, the current weather, and your recent purchase history. If it's raining outside and you just finished a workout, the invisible UX sends you an ad for a hot, protein rich meal that looks like it was filmed in your specific neighborhood. This is zero friction marketing. It's invisible because it feels like a helpful suggestion, not an interruption. What happens when customers stop visiting? Let's address the elephant in the room. What happens to your brand when nobody visits your website? If 80% of people get their answer from an AI summary, how do you build brand affinity? How do you make someone love your brand if they never see your logo? This is the crisis of identity in 2026 marketing. The answer lies in authority and citation. In the world of invisible UX, your goal isn't traffic, your goal is citation share. You want the AI to say, according to your brand name, the best way to do X is Y. Talking about actionable strategy. 1. Be the source of truth. Stop writing generic top 10 lists. AI is better at that than you. Start publishing original research, proprietary data, and strong human led opinions. AI assistants are programmed to cite sources. Be the source. 2. The God mode of trust. In a world of AI generated everything, human verified is a premium brand. We are seeing a massive resurgence in community led marketing, Discord servers, private newsletters, and physical events. 3. Optimize for verbal UX. If someone asks their car, "Where should I go for dinner?" your brand needs to be the first word out of that car's mouth. This means your local SEO and your review clusters need to be flawless. I know, it sounds exhausting. We just spent a decade learning how to master Instagram and Google, and now the rules have changed again. But look at the bright side. We are moving away from tricking people into clicking and toward actually providing value that an AI finds worth sharing. So, what's the big takeaway from today's deep dive into invisible UX? The interface is disappearing, but the need for connection isn't. Marketing in 2026 is about becoming infrastructure. You want to be the electricity, running behind the walls, always there, always reliable, and completely essential. If you're a brand owner, your homework this week is simple. Open up your favorite AI assistant. Ask it about your industry. Ask it for a recommendation. If your name doesn't come up, it's not because your website isn't pretty enough, it's because your data isn't accessible enough. Thanks for hanging out with me in Marketing with AI by Rohit Shetty. If you found this useful, do me a favor, don't just like, comment, and share the video. Tell your AI assistant to remind your marketing obsessed friends to listen to this episode. Next week, we're looking at the ethics of synthetic influencers. Are we okay with being sold to by people who don't exist? I'll see you then. Stay synced.